Zahin says, Mehran, I constantly think that I won't be able to make such type of bond with my future partner that I had with my ex. Beside romantic relationship, we were also best friends. So in other words, you have given a judgment before the case appears in front of you. I hope you're not studying law, because that's totally unfair. So you have decided that whoever you're going to marry or you're going to meet in a next relationship, that woman is not worthy. That woman has nothing to offer. So you already pulled all the credibilities that woman has that brings to the table off the table. That's prejudice. How could you do that? It is no different than you say, before you met your ex that you so hung up on, you would have the same belief as you're telling me now. That I broke up with that, but I don't know the next one I would ever be, because we were best friends. But you, nevertheless, met this girl that you now are hung up on, the ex. And you became best friend and you thought it's just the world, yeah? So why that is possible, that before you knew that you will meet such a person, you didn't know that you will meet such a person, but you did meet such a person, because it's not about what you know, it's about what's out there. Your knowledge is limited about what's out there, what's not out there. And based on what's in your consciousness, what your past experiences are, you make a judgment about how things will be. But that's not necessarily correct, because your information is limited. Knowledge is limited, which leads to ignorance. So knowledge and ignorance goes hand in hand. So right now you're condemning yourself and someone who could be very wonderfully endowed with achievements and accomplishments and manners and morals and compatibility with you, but you already knock it down, which is contrary to the whole concept of experience in life. There's nothing that we know in this world when we are born. Every step of the way something is new that we didn't. What if we just came with the idea of, I don't know nothing, I'm just born now, and I know that I will never know anything, and it's impossible. How's that for you? Because that's exactly like what you're saying. Because there's no difference between you at infancy and you now. Me at infancy and me now. Because always what is ahead, I don't know. And yet, it is not limited to what I know, what's in the future, what's ahead. I could only know based on what's accumulated in my consciousness, based on energies and research or whatever I could know or what I could see. But what I could see and what I could know is limited. Therefore, I can never know what's to be, what's coming. And if I go on the premise that I know, because my knowledge is limited from the past and experiences, and I can't see or I don't know what can be, therefore I doubt that there will be nothing happening. Can you do that? No. You go stand in front of the ocean, you see there are no ships. As far as you can see, you say there are no ships in the ocean, but damn well you know that there are no ships as far as you can see. But right from the center of the ocean, where you have no idea where it is, there are ships coming towards you. You just can't see them because they haven't arrived in the distance of the field of vision that you have. Therefore, your assumption of what I see is empty, no ocean, therefore there's no ships. That's only the part that you know of. You can see and you know. But what you can't see and you don't know, you don't believe. That's how people are. They only believe what they can see and what they know. And right now you don't know and you can't see it. You can't see that wonderful girl that you're hoping to be compatible or comparable or better than your ex. You can't see her lining up there. And you don't know that she will. Therefore you say it's impossible. If that was the case, that every scientist would have wanted to conduct their findings, well, we would have gone nowhere in this world, because almost everything was unknown and seemed like it's not going to happen because we didn't see it and we didn't know it. And same thing here. So don't limit the entirety of the happening and possibilities to the amount of information and knowledge, that limited knowledge that you have in your consciousness, because that is your world, and that's how you gauge the world. And if you want to do that, it's very dangerous, because that stops you and limits you from achieving anything. So in other words, you are trying to negotiate the unlimited opportunities and possibilities in life, unlimited information that is available in the reality and actuality of the universe, with the limited fragment of the knowledge that you have in your consciousness. So in other words, you're seeing the world with a limited knowledge, so you're seeing the unlimited world with the limited vision, and you think you're actually seeing the entirety of the world, but really you're seeing the reflection of this entirety of your consciousness, and your consciousness is limited, therefore your whole knowledge is limited. Therefore, the whole hypothesis here that you come up with, I will never see and meet someone, is just false. So always remember, what you can see and what you don't know doesn't mean that's the limit of what can be and what you could know later on. Having said that, let's move on.